Ah, yes, Iron Banner. If many of you are like me, you've been spending the week inside of Iron Banner trying to either reset your rank or acquire that new shader on the second reset or possibly guild your title. Lots of things for you to do here, and the gameplay for me personally hasn't been that bad. A lot of PvP this season has been ability spam, but for some reason Iron Banner seemed to be a bit more level in terms of gunplay and actual fun from my point of view. I've experimented with a great many of the weapons, and I landed on a couple that I really enjoyed using in the second half of yesterday anyway. One was the submachine gun that you can get from regular Crucible this season, the Unending Tempest. Mine that I'm using here has Frenzy, Enlightened Action, Accurized Rounds, and Hammer Forged Rifling, and the Masterwork is a Stability Masterwork. Now, it's not the one that I want. I actually want Focus Fire, and I haven't been able to get a Focus Fire one to drop just yet. But I've got a range of 73 on this, and some pretty good perks, and it's really not a bad one. The second gun that I've been playing with, and this might surprise you, is the Last Perdition. Now, the Last Perdition is a Suros 390, I think, adaptive frame pulse rifle from a few seasons back. It's void. And mine has Headseeker, Rangefinder, Accurized Rounds, and I'm using the SPO 57 front sight. The masterwork that I have on this is a range masterwork, so I'm reaching out to 74 on this. Aim assistance on it is 65, so it's not going to compete with the No Time to Explain, but if I'm wanting to run a Void class and build up my super as quickly as possible, running this as my elemental weapon actually makes some sense. It's a solid pulse. It's a kind of a dad gun, but I'm sort of a dad player, so it works out okay. The final thing that I'm running is I'm playing around with memory interdict. A couple of reasons for this. One, the blast radius is quite high at 68. This one has chain reaction, underdog, spike grenades, and volatile launch. Not the best again, because the velocity is kind of low. But the blast radius, I think, is what matters to me, because you want to feel like you're hitting as many enemies as hard as you can whenever you do take your rounds off. Aside from that, nothing remarkable about it. I'm using Omni Oculus. I'm a Mobius Quiver, and actually wound up having a decent time. Now, the one complaint I have about my setup, and it's something I'm going to have to work on. When I throw my super, and you've probably seen this in a couple times in the video, when I come out of it, I'm automatically on the heavy weapon. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. And it could be because because I have my super linked to my mouse wheel. It could be because I roll it when I do it, and it's probably what's going on. And I may have to separate my super. Watch. See, I come out on my heavy. I may have to separate my super out from the scroll wheel. It just seemed to be one of the easiest ways for me to hit before. It's not necessarily the best way. But that being said, I had a pretty good time. Played with my good friend Gunadog from the Salt Clan. He's a great guy, and just want to give him a shout. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy your Iron Banner. Oh, and one more thing. The Ritual Armor does drop from Iron Banner. I got 2 pieces today on my 100. I'm quite happy. So with that said, this is Iron Bill thanking you for watching, and I'm signing out.